Okay, now hopefully this is a short and sweet video. What I'm going to try to do is just show you how to lengthen your animation, um, and instead of it just looping at 15 seconds, how can we make our animation longer and then have to set it up for other things to happen? Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and just with the sky layer alone, let's just try to get this to 30 frames. So I'm going to change my timeline all the way to here, and or I'm going to go into the future 30 seconds. Nothing exists here yet. It just goes to frame 15, but we're going to extend the sky layer by right clicking here. We're going to insert a regular frame, just insert frame. And you'll see that as time goes, the guy's walking, this cloud's going by, and then everything vanishes because nothing exists on those layers yet. Only the sky remains. Okay? And then the cloud, I want the cloud to repeat. So I'm going to go ahead and select all of these layers, okay? And I'm going to right click and say copy frames. And I need to select the same amount of space as I just did there, and I'm going to go ahead and I use the left mouse to select this area, and I'm going to say right click and paste frames. So now we have the cloud repeating. Now that might take you some practice. Now remember, if you ever mess up, you can go edit, undo. Okay, and you can do that several steps to go back. Now on the ground layer, I'm going to click in the last frame, or at frame 30, and I'm going to insert a regular frame. Okay, and so now let's see what we have. We have the guy walking, he vanishes, the ground's still there, and the cloud's doing its thing again. The cloud layer is probably going to be the trickiest, where you might have problems. Now the character layer, I'm going to use the left mouse click, I'm holding it down, I'm selecting all these frames. Whoops, I missed the first frame. Let me try that again. You could click the first frame. Now I'm going to hold shift and click the last frame. So I have all of these selected. I'm going to right click and say copy frames. Copy frames right there. Okay. And then I'm going to, I know that I've just selected 15 frames, so I'm going to highlight 15 frames here. And I am going to, ooh, that's actually not the way I want to do it. Let's see what happens. Where is it? Paste frames. The reason why I don't like that is right here from here to here, it kind of makes them go really fast. Let's see what that looks like. I'm going to control test. He does a little skip right there. I don't really like that. So I'm going to try to fix that. How can I fix that? So we have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. There should be a space in between here. Let's just see if we click on the top here, or how about right here, and we say insert frame, what happens? It put a space in here, which is great. So now he's walking more smoothly, but look what happens at the end. Kind of hangs off, and there's nothing there. So I'm going to go ahead and insert a regular frame there. And then on these bottom layers, I'm also going to highlight all of them at once and say insert frame. Okay, let's see what happens. Control test. I think it might look a little smoother now. Yeah, he doesn't really have that little skipping speed up. Okay, and a lot of when you're animating, it's just managing the timeline as best to your ability and getting things to look the way you want. But so now we have a two second, actually 2 frames beyond 2 seconds animation that's looping, and then we can now we can continue to do that and make our animation longer and make new things happen. So go ahead and have fun extending your animation to set up for the next step. Have fun.